Johnny, happy birthday. No, 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 you don't. No, this game happened on Monday. My birthday is on Tuesday. We're not going to let this game drag me down and carry over to my day. After doing this video, I want to forget about it for 24 hours and enjoy the day I was born. Preds lose 4-3 in overtime to the Ottawa Senators in a penultimate game before the NHL All-Star break Monday night in the Canadian Tire Centre in Ottawa, Ontario. How in the bleeping world do you lose to the fifth worst team in the league when you're desperate for points? If you haven't realized it, Preds Nation, Sunday morning when the Blues beat the Kings, they jumped over the Preds in the standings. The Preds are no longer in a playoff spot. A pity point does this team nothing. And you know, on a night when you get secondary scoring help by players who ended droughts, Trennan's first goal in 16 games, McCarron's first goal in 8 games, Tomasino's first goal in 6 games. Nobody else showed up. You have a 3-0 lead. Why the heck did you take your foot off the gas after one? Over the second, third period, and overtime combined, you got outshot by the Sens 28-17, 14-6 in the third, and for as long as overtime lasted, you didn't even record a shot. Oh, and we'll get to the choke job in overtime before Giroux scored. What the heck happened after one period, guys? Did your mind just go to, oh no, Jonas Korpisalo after the Sens pulled Sogard after first period? You have played against Korpisalo before in Columbus, right? He is a bit of a sieve, okay? So why did you make him look like God in the second and third period with either not getting quality shots on him or not getting a higher quantity of them? And where is this mentality I'd like to see from this team about stepping up for each other? Alex Carrier left the game after a collision with Josh Norris. So then the Preds were playing with 5 defensemen for the rest of the game. And still nothing from these guys rallying together. And just a tease for the future, in case I haven't said it, something I'm planning on releasing because it is going to take a lot of work and it's going to take a lot of emotion out of me to talk about. In the off season, I'm going to try and compile the top 10 most heartbreaking regular season. We can't talk about playoffs. That's a whole different kit and caboodle. I want to talk about the top 10 most heartbreaking regular season losses in Preds franchise history. The 4-0 choke against Arizona 2 seasons ago, that's going to be on the list. I will guarantee you that. The 2-0 2 days before Christmas 2023 loss to Dallas, that's going to be on the list. And maybe it wouldn't be as high if they had lost this game in regulation, but blowing a 3-0 lead to the 5th worst team in the NHL right now, I can guarantee you that's going to be on that list. Couple other things I want to vent about, and maybe I'll mix back in the Preds, was that I hated, because I'm in Canada and there was only one game on Monday night, I got forced to watch this on a Sportsnet feed, and I'm sorry that I'm forgetting names of who was the play-by-play guy, but Gary Galley, who did color analyst, drives me insane. He's a professional. How many years has he been color analyst for CBC? I wanted to pull my hair out every time I heard him say Jeremy Lauzon. It's Jeremy Lauzon, okay? Not Lauzon, Lauzon, okay? How the heck hard is it for you not to talk to the NHL PR guy for Nashville and learn how to say his name? You can ask Andrew Burnett, ask Dan Heinu, ask any of the Preds coaching staff, even ask Preds equipment guy Pete Rogers, and he would have told you how to say his freaking name. With about, 20 seconds left to go in a second period, you've got Jeremy Lauzon and Rudy Gregg, was it? What was his first name? Ridley Gregg of the Senators. And they call Jeremy Lauzon for slashing, even though Gregg kind of skated into it. And then Gregg proceeds to embellish it. Okay? Sometimes I would like to see NHL officials just call the embellishment. If you're going to be that desperate to get a penalty for your team and it wasn't really one, just call the embellishment and people won't dive. And then halfway through the third period, the one penalty I know everyone is going to be talking tomorrow at work and wherever with their friends. Halfway through the third period, the Sens are attacking in the Preds zone. You got UC Saros down on his knees in the butterfly trying to make sure he gets every save. And his left pad is out and he makes a save and it causes a rebound. He is down trying to make the save. He is allowed to make any move he can to try and grit at any rebounds he thinks may be coming at him. So he shoots up his left leg, and you got Tim Stützle, who also embellishes it, goes falling and tumbling over Saros' left pad, and they call Saros for tripping? Are you kidding me? Are you freaking kidding me? Does UC Saros not have the reputation that he doesn't do crap like this to deserve penalties to be called against him? You know, I thought I was really going to rage if the Sens had scored on that power play. And like, really thrown a biscuit if they had lost this game in regulation because of this. And I thought, the one good thing, next to going up 3-0 in the first period, that this team did well is they rallied for Saros to make sure that penalty would not define them in the game. They killed it off. I thought, oh, maybe this is one of those times where they turn a corner and they win this game. Nope, I couldn't be more wrong. Maybe earlier in the season they would have been able to do something like that when they went on that tear after they started 5-15. But this team is in a serious, not rut, a serious hole right now, losing 5 of their last 7 games. And then in overtime, like I said at the beginning, the Preds got 0 shots on goal. With how much action there was in that overtime before the goal was ultimately scored, I could have sworn the Preds got a shot. And they certainly should have got a shot, if not a goal out of it, when, oh my God, I'm watching this like Gurianov and Roman Josi have a 2-on-0. The Ottawa defender comes to the last minute to make sure there's no rebound, but it's a 2-on-0. Okay, it's just like the Vancouver game when with under 5 seconds you've got Carly Yarncrook and Roman Josi who go on a 2-on-0 against Ryan Miller, and Yarncrook ends it. It's like, okay, yes, guys, end it. You know, this will hurt in the tiebreaker that is a regulation overtime win, not a regulation win, but end it. Gurianov, you've got it. It's like Gurianov passes to Josi, who is on his backhand, and there's 2 things against this. The second one, I didn't even realize in the moment until another Preds fan on Twitter pointed out to me, and I had to see the replay. Gurianov should have taken the shot. I think he could have scored. Besides the fact that the Sens and Corpuscello in net is probably thinking Josi is getting it anyway, so try and trick him. But no, you pass it to Josi, and then I'm also pissed off at Josi because why the heck wasn't his stick on the ice? I know it's on his backhand. I know it's not the easiest play to make, but at least you're ready for the shot. No, his stick was off the ground, so he barely got any wood on it before the Sens went down almost instantaneously, and Giroux is just a decent shot. I can't blame Saros for that. A lot of players are probably, who have some skill, going to make that goal. Giroux gets the one-timer, beats Saros. I don't really blame him for this loss because he didn't get any support in front of him, and the Preds blow an excellent opportunity. They would have been able to jump back into the playoffs. They would have played more games than everybody else because they still have LA on Wednesday. But how am I supposed to have any confidence that this team can beat LA? They beat LA already. LA is going to be mad. They're in a tailspin right now. So these are 2 battering Rams that aren't really battering. And could they have a boring chess match on Wednesday? I think they're the only game before everybody is off for good. And can I just say about Gurianov that some people were commenting about on Twitter. Me and I think Max Greenberg, shout out to him, had to correct people that said that they were ready for Gurianov to go back down to Milwaukee. See, this is the thing. This is the thing with Gurianov now, is that he has played 10 games with the Preds now. Yeah, this season. Check that. He's played 10 games. If he had played less than games and you wanted to send him down, then he'd make it down to Milwaukee, no problem. No problem. And he could learn. Milwaukee's on, what, a 10-game win streak right now? At least I get some joy out of Preds hockey by following the Admirals. But the thing is, now that Gurianov has passed his 10-game mark, and don't think that you can still send him down because he hasn't been up to snuff. I could see someone pucking him from the Preds and we'd lose him for nothing if we try to send him down to Milwaukee because he's not waiver exempt. And then where would we be? Where would we be? No. We're stuck with this situation now. We just got to hope Gurianov figures it out and can either be productive helping the Preds or maybe can be in some sort of a trade before March 8th. What is it now? It's January 29th. The trade deadline is 39 days away. Just over 5 weeks. But the Preds have to get something going because I don't want to bring it up right now and give myself a headache, but I took a peek at what the Preds schedule is coming out of the NHL All-Star break starting February 10th, a game I will be at in person. If you haven't noticed me saying this earlier this month, the Preds have to go on a West Coast road trip once again, playing Vegas and in California. The Preds have New Jersey coming up, I believe. A lot of fun. The only good thing coming up for the Preds is that after the NHL All-Star break, they'll only have 31 games left, so they'll get a little bit more rest. But this team is not filling me with a lot of confidence right now. But I guess the one thing this team did give me on the positive side is I am done this rant now. I will get this video up to you guys as quick as I can tonight, hopefully before 11 or so my time, and then tomorrow for my day I can sit back and not think about the negative forces in my life and come back recharged to hopefully see this team figure its crap out Wednesday when it plays the Kings. So that is it for this video. Thank you very much for watching. As always, click a like if you like this video. Click subscribe if you really like it. You can find my social media by clicking on a channel name. Tell all your friends about Redemption. And Tuesday, I've said enough about what it is for me. Hopefully, I don't get disappointed by anything else tomorrow as much as I have been by my favorite hockey team tonight.